Good evening and welcome once again to baseball. It is high school baseball, and it's at the pinnacle of high school baseball. We're talking about the championship at Bishop and Oak High School. With Chris Seeley, I'm Dan Gustin, and Chris, it all comes down to this. The season played all year long. You got a championship baseball game between the Galena Grizzlies and the Spanish Springs Cougars.
And I mean, emotions are as high as they can get, and the team that conquers those emotions and manages to play baseball within themselves will be the team that becomes the champion.
But your Spanish Springs, fatigue has got to be setting in.
Boy, it has to be. I mean, because they had to play two very emotional games just about 12 hours before this game even starts, and they happen to come away with it. So they'll have the momentum from that. But the physical fatigue from playing 14 extremely difficult innings in cold circumstances, you have to wonder if that's going to take its toll.
Take a look at our power players, the players we want to watch today. You know much more about him, and I know you really care about Marlin Bricado. You say he's such a vibrant personality out there.
Well, you know what? He's the guy who keeps the team loose, and Coach Matt Ortiz will tell you that all the time.
Marlin Bricado, again, start him with the off-speed pitch. So they do go a little backdoor.
Well, and you know what? When Nick Brown can do that successfully, it's going to make his fastball, which is not a real big-time fastball, but it'll make it look better.
There's the fastball. That's hit in the air deep to right field. And that will drop. Bricado on his way to second. Does he have the wheels to get it to third? No, he will stop there. And Bricado came in with a season average of .427, and you can see why. He goes the other way.
Now, you know, Marlin wanted to go to third there, but it was the wise decision not to go. Take a look. He doesn't try to do too much with that fastball. Sometimes with somebody who doesn't have an overpowering fastball, you want to pull. He does not, and the right fielder, Austin Crowfoot, was pulled over towards right center. He can't get to it, and here comes Bricado. He takes a look and says, nope, second base is enough with one.
That ball softly hit towards second base. Bricado will go the easy way. Yeah, and again, we say that there's no wind right now, so it makes it a little easier to play out there. Marlin Bricado doubled his first time up. He scored their first run.
He's a key player for a reason. A two-out hit here could really make things tough on Galena.
Remember, he hit his double to right field, so Crowfoot is over, playing as if Bricado were a left-handed hitter. So. Yeah, and when he's thrown strikes, they've hit it somewhere, and hard. That ball hit towards third. He'll get through into left field. Base hit for Bricado, his second of the game, and his first RBI.
Well, it's a 3-0 lead. You have two runners on, and you're bringing up Josh Prezina with no place to put him. This is a key too many.
That one will be high in the air to shallow right field. Right fielder will finally come in. Hussey was looking at Bricado, who had gone a long way out. And Bricado finally turned around and said, I hope he's right behind me because he went so far out.
Well, take a look. Bricado's going to go out there until somebody calls him off. And he's drifting with it. And then he gets called off. And then, look, he looks. And then after that, has a little fun. They smile a little bit. He jaws him a little bit. That's why Matt Ortiz loves him. He says he keeps everybody loose.
Bricado, you know, when you talk about slugging percentages, you don't think much of that as a second baseman. High hopper towards third. Scheid will look at the plate, and he'll go to first. He will get Bricado, but Bricado will get his second RBI of the game.
Well, I don't think anybody expected this Spanish Springs to jump out, not just to a 1-0 lead like they had at the end of the first, but it's now 7-0 as we bat here on the top of the fourth. That's a big deal here.
Talking about Bricado, his slugging percentage, .744. He and Lichty is number 1. He is number 3 this year. You don't think of that as second baseman having that kind of slugging percentages.
Well, they do in Northern Nevada.
Now, the Cougars have their number 2 hitter to lead things off, Marlin Bricado, who's had a pretty good day. He's had a double and a single, driven in 2 runs, On a ground ball, he hit the third base. He scored twice. And Baker delivers a fastball low to him.
Well, Bricado, you know, we've talked about what he means to this team. He's kind of an energy guy. Also pretty darn talented hitter in that 2 spot.
That was another base hit. That's his third of the day. Remember, we had as one of our players to watch, one of our power players, and as I talked about his numbers, he's been all over the scorebook today. See what kind of lead Bricado gets off with our split screen.
Well, that's a big lead. He's a half step past the cutout.
Ball is low and outside. No chance for Pezzanella. I thought Bricado might be looking to go.
Boy, he got a good jump, too.
Because you want to be out at second base with Brzezina up, and he puts anything in the outfield, you should score.
Well, when he gets to second base, did you also just guarantee that they could flash the four fingers and walk?
And that's all important. The right field. Right at Crowfoot, who's been on the money today. They drive on the right side of the road here, don't they? Runner goes and trying to get him a pickoff. Here comes Bricado breaking for the plate, and he will be safe. That was all set up. That was an delayed steal.
Boy, and good timing by Bricado. Just watch what happens. That runner goes, they get the pick. Bricado goes right on time when the throw left the first baseman's hand. He's there well ahead of the tag. Safe call by Ch.
Our new pitcher is the former second baseman, Marlin Bricado.
Marlin Bricado's a one-inning guy. He's a bullpen man for Spanish Springs. His job is to throw strikes. This could have been a difficult inning for Spanish Springs, but that great play by the center fielder Foreman, the tag put on by Brzezina with that double play, and Galena, despite having a lot of base runners, has yet to score in this inning.
Austin Crowfoot at the hill on the mound. At the plate. Crowfoot has struck out and walked.
Well, Bricado's a performer. He's a baseball player, and he's coming out. He's doing just what Coach Matt Ortiz needs. He's throwing strikes.
Crowfoot had that great at bat when he fouled so many away last time, and he'll go down easily. And now the pitcher on the other side, Marlin Bricado, who has been playing second base all day, he's come in to pitch. He will come to the plate. He has 3 hits and 4 trips, but he's been productive every time. A double, a single that drove in a run, then a ground ball that drove in a run, and he grounded to third, and then a single, and those 3 hits he has scored each time.
Well, it's no surprise when that Spanish Springs performs well when Bricado has a good day. Matt Ortiz will miss him dearly when he graduates.
Yeah, to have a guy at the top of your lineup that's able to do all those kind of things. Baker struggling to get the ball near the plate.
Boy, the number of pitches thrown by both sides is really piling up.
Bricado will walk on 4 straight.